Welcome to the tutorial. Welcome to the tutorial. This is the pistol state. Welcome to the tutorial level. Here we will comprehensively walk you through all the basics. First, we'll start with how to access your settings.
To open the menu, press the menu button on your left controller. The first thing you're going to want to do is calibrate your height. Simply select the automatic calibration option, and you can manually adjust from there. If you're playing seated, select the seated automatic calibration. Be sure to also calibrate your screen overlay. The screen overlay will help indicate the level of injury you have sustained, as well as the in-game compass. You can choose your dominant hand here, which will define the orientation of your holsters on the body. You can choose your movement hand here, which defines whether you use your left or right thumbstick to move. Then I would suggest tending to the rest of the settings to find your preference. Important examples would be choice between displaying full body or hands only, and also whether you prefer movement based off orientation of your head or hands. Now for movement. In order to move, use your...
This is the pistol station. Please pick up the pistol using your grip.
Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with trigger. Insert the magazine into the pistol's magwell. Pull back the slide using trigger, and release. You have now chambered a round and the pistol is ready to fire. While holding the pistol with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the pistol handle and grip the two-hand the pistol. Aim the pistol at the targets by lining up the sights, and squeeze your dominant hand trigger to fire. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty, and you'll notice the slide stop. In order to reload, press your dominant hand's B button while holding the pistol to eject the magazine. Then place another magazine in. Press your dominant hand B button again to slide release, and continue firing. Alternatively, you may replace the magazine before it is empty and simply continue firing.
This concludes the pistol station tutorial. This is the rifle station. Please pick up the rifle using your grip.
Then with your offhand, pick up a magazine with trigger. Insert the magazine into the rifle's magwell. Pull back the charging handle using trigger, then release. You have now chambered a round and the rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and grip in order to two-hand the rifle. Aim the rifle at the target by lining up the sights, and squeeze your dominant hand trigger to fire. To cycle between firing modes, press your dominant hand's A button while holding the rifle. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty. Depending on the rifle, in order to reload, press your dominant hand on the rifle, or physically pull it out with trigger. Then place another magazine in the magwell. Again, depending on the rifle, either press your dominant hand's B button to bolt release, or repeat the process of pulling back the charging handle and releasing. Your rifle is now reloaded and ready to fire. Alternatively, you may replace the magazine before it's empty and simply continue firing.
This concludes the rifle station tutorial. This is the SMG station. Please pick up the SMG using your grip.
This is the MP5. It deviates slightly in that a full magazine will not go into the magwell. First, you will have to pull the charging handle back with trigger and lock it in place. Then pick up a magazine with trigger and place it into the magwell. Now you can release the charging handle with trigger, or simply hit or slap the charging handle with your offhand to release. Now you have chambered around and the SMG is ready to fire. While still holding the SMG with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and grip in order to two-hand the SMG. Aim the SMG at the targets by lining up the sights, and squeeze your dominant hand trigger to fire. To cycle between firing modes, press your dominant hand A button while holding the SMG. Try to hit the targets. Continue firing until the magazine is empty. In order to reload the MP5, simply repeat the previous steps.
We would suggest that you take the time to experiment and learn the characteristics of each weapon that you collect. This concludes the SMG station tutorial. This is the SMG. This is the sniper rifle station. Please pick up the sniper rifle using your grip.
Pick up the scope with grip and place it on the rail where you prefer. You may remove it by holding trigger, then grip, and repositioning it to your liking. Pick up a magazine with trigger and place it in the sniper rifle magwell. Pull back the charging handle using trigger, then release. You have now chambered around and the sniper rifle is ready to fire. While still holding the sniper rifle with your dominant hand, bring your offhand close to the handguard and grip to two-hand the sniper rifle. Aim the rifle at the targets by looking through the scope, and squeeze your dominant hand trigger to fire. In order to adjust the zoom of the scope, use trigger to turn the scope's dial. Try to hit the targets. There are targets placed further up the hill for you to shoot. In order to reload, pull the magazine out with trigger and simply repeat the process of loading the sniper rifle.
This concludes the sniper rifle station tutorial. This is the shotgun station. First, you're going to need to load your shotgun. Please pick up the ammo box with your grip.
Then with your offhand, slide the tray out using grip. From here, you can take the individual shells out of the box by holding trigger, then grip. Or you can slide the tray out to expose the desired amount of ammo, flip the box over the table, and press trigger on the same hand.